you heard about the term character concept development before? What is character concept development? Hi, in this video, we're going to discuss the definition of character concept development. We'll define character concept development by exploring its examples. Let's begin by discussing the definition of character concept development. Character concept development is the process of developing the basic idea of a character, which includes anatomy and expression. Anatomy and expression have an important role in the process of creating a character concept, because through anatomy and expression, we can directly tell the role and personality of a character. In the previous discussion, there are two fundamentals to identify a character's role and personality, and one of the fundamentals is expression. From the expression, we can directly understand the character's personality and role. Here are the breakdowns of how expression expresses the character's personality and role. First, angry. This can be used for a character who has a bad intention, vengeance, and villain-like role. Sad. Using sad expression can point out what the character's been through and gives the feeling of desperation. Happy. Happy is an expression where it expresses the character's personality of cheerful. You can also combine the three expressions above, giving it a more complex personality and role by focusing the eyes, eyebrows, nose, and mouth of the character.
Facial features and emotions. These attributes are the most direct indicators of a character's emotional state and intentions, so they are at the top of the ranking. In general, the face is a quite powerful tool. Not for nothing they say, the eyes are the windows to the soul. And even if you want to give a personality to a robot, just give it a face.
The next fundamental that we need to focus on is anatomy. The anatomy includes the body proportion and the silhouette of its character. Using the wrong body proportion of the character will make a character's role less visible, and an undefined silhouette will also make a character's role less visible. So, keep in mind this statement: body proportion and silhouette help define the character's role.
And this is a start. Proportions are a bit on the cartoony side though. Okay, let's try something different for this one. Maybe a more exaggerated S-curve, like someone ready to strike. Strike is a funny choice of word. This guy looks like a batter for the New York Yankees, so that's not gonna work. Gonna go back to some straightness in the shoulders and arms, which kind of feels like a tense grip to me. A little bit more of a curvature in the body, like he's moving into this pose maybe. The angle of the sword mirroring the angle of the arms for a dramatic kind of V shape.
The body proportion that we need to focus on is the angle of the head, shoulder, hip, and other body parts. Shoulder is one of the body parts that can help identify a character's role and personality easily. A character with a crumbed shoulder and head tilting up can be described as a powerful character, while a powerful character can be described by having a shoulder tilt up. For example, we can design a character concept who has a laid-back personality and the role of a villain from the game Resident Evil 2 character named Mr. X. To highlight the character's personality, the shoulder proportions are laid back and tilt his head to give this sense of underestimating, which can mean upper power. Moving on to the last fundamental of anatomy is silhouette. By the name, the silhouette helps give a glimpse of the character's role. Drawing a silhouette can be tricky if you wanted to define the character's role. Here are two things that you need to pay attention to when drawing a silhouette. First, give a space or gap. 2. Highlight the body proportion. We can differentiate these two examples by applying the gap and the highlight. Which silhouette is used correctly? Correct, it is the right one. As you can see, the right silhouette able to capture the character's role correctly by paying attention to its gap and highlighting the body proportion, while the left one looks confusing because it doesn't highlight the body proportion and no gaps.
I want to see what happens, like for instance, if I move the head over here and made him lean in more. Maybe I can tweak the action of the shoulders, getting specific about where exactly they cross the head. Negative space is critical as well, so I'll start designing this piece of negative space to see how it affects the readability of this pose.
For our next video, now that we have learned about character concept development, in the next video, we will learn about animation techniques. See you in the next video.